Good morning, 7th EM students. Today I will continue English lesson 19, the story of writing. Perhaps the Scythians were able to communicate all these ideas to the Persians in that way, but we now see that it was all very clumsy. It was not only clumsy but also inconvenient, for such a message cannot be preserved for long. For instance, the ancient Egyptians who wanted to keep a record of their kings would have found this method not only clumsy and inconvenient but also useless. They invented a kind of writing called hieroglyphics, which means sacred carving. The Egyptian writing is called sacred because it was mainly used in temples and tombs. Much of it was carved on stones or walls. Hieroglyphics were a kind of picture writing. They were at first picture of familiar objects such as the sun, the moon, the sky, the birds, and so on. Every picture was a sign for the object drawn and meant nothing more. Later, they were meant not only to stand for the object drawn but also to suggest the ideas these objects stand for. For instance, a picture of an arm could be used to present not only that part of the human body but also strength. Sometimes the Egyptians combined picture of two or three objects to represent a new idea. For instance, they had two symbols, one for the sky and another for the moon, and they combined the two symbols to make a new one for the night. In ancient times, such pictures writing was used in many countries. Even today it has not completely disappeared from the world. The Chinese, for instance, still have a kind of picture writing. In the beginning, the symbols they used were all pictures. These are called characters. Chinese has characters not only for every kind of object but also for every idea. Very often, the characters for two objects are combined to get a character for an idea or thought. For example, it has characters for hand and eye, and these are combined to get the character for look. In spite of all these complications, Chinese is a complete system of writing, but it is very difficult to learn because you will have to master almost as many characters as you have ideas. Since the number of characters runs to several thousands, it takes a long time to learn Chinese. Since Chinese has a kind of picture writing, its characters do not represent sounds but ideas. A Chinese from Canton may not be able to follow the speech of one from Peking, but if one of them writes out his speech, the other will be able to read it exactly as the figure 10 is read as 10 by an Englishman, day as by a Hindi speaker, or Padi by Telugu speaker. So the character of water may be read and pronounced differently by people speaking different forms of Chinese. but they all know that it is water they are talking about. Most countries in the world today do not use picture writing. They use the alphabet, which is a collection of letters. The letters are lumped in a fixed order, and every letter usually represents a sound of the language. So, instead of drawing pictures of objects, we talk about in this system of writing. We represent the sounds we use in our speech. Fortunately, since the sounds of any one language are not many, we need not have a large number of symbols. In most languages, the letters of the alphabet are never more than 50. But the number of words that we can make using these alphabets runs to several hundreds of thousands. The adoption of the alphabetic system of writing is a remarkable development. Though this system is not very complicated, unlike picture writing, for many centuries it did not spread widely. It was only after the printing press was invented that reading and writing became common, and today a large number of people in the world can read and write. Is there any fixed direction for writing? No. For instance, while most languages are written from left to right, Arabic and Urdu are written from right to left. Chinese is written vertically, and hieroglyphics could be written in any direction from right to left or left to right or even vertically. Very often, however, they were written from left to right. There is an interesting story about a servant who carried a letter and a basket of mangoes from his master to his master's daughter. The young lady got the basket and the letter, and she found 4 of the mangoes missing. Then she asked the servant why he had taken 4 mangoes from the basket. The servant, who did not know how to read or write, said, "This is wonderful. When I asked the master for the message for you, he told me that the letter would tell you everything. On my way to this village, I felt very hungry and wanted to eat some of the mangoes. I buried the letter deep in the earth to make sure that it did not see me eating them. After eating 4 mangoes, I dug the letter out and put it back in the basket. But the letter must have somehow seen me eating the mangoes, and it has now told you about it. This is something magical. If you think about it, there cannot be anything more magical than writing. The simple servant could realize its magic, but we who are so familiar with it do not realize it at all. तो इस तरह से ये इस चैप्टर की रीडिंग हुई. आप इस चैप्टर को रीड करना सीखेंगे. थैंक यू.